1, 2. What's up? What's up? 1, 2, 1, 1. St- 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 Straight out of Africa. I am Y311H, child of God. It's a pleasure having you tuning in to our channel today. Lots of love and respect from wherever you are watching. Good vibes, so today we have videos. Good vibes videos, mind-blowing videos, videos with mysterious and explainable stuff. Others, my friend, have things that are even quite literally out of this world. And not just that, my friend, even more interesting stuff that we shall be coming up together to. So, my friend, spam that like button and help us in being what? It's like almost forgetting the baseline in help us in blowing the numbers, my friend. So let's take a look at the first video, and shortly I'll be sharing with you something.
Liminal spaces are creepy at the best of times. But let's take a look at some of the most unsettling ones. Now, the caption for this one was, "It's Christmas Eve and you're all alone." Now, I don't know why, because it's literally Christmas, but something about this is just unsettling. This one's just weird. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's just eerie. Something about this makes me feel really uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Like, the carpet is quite nostalgic, like arcades from childhood, I don't know. But it doesn't sit right. Again, this just feels weird to me. It's like a shopping centre or something you'd go to when you're on holiday in Spain or like anywhere. But it's empty and it just gives me a weird feeling. And this one, quite a famous one, this could be a school, a shopping centre. I don't really know what it is, but it's just weird. I think it's the lighting. And then the trees and it's weird. I don't know about you guys, but something about these photos makes me feel really creeped out. But weirdly calmed.
Well, my friend, crazy stuff. You see, some of these are unexplainable. This is among the reasons, my friend, why I need you to leave your comments down below so that we can help one another understand what's going on. From this point, you have to proceed with lots of strength, not just physically, my friend, but in our source, spiritually. And now we have to add some strength. Charge up, my friend. Here is food for the soul, straight out of the book of wisdom. Specifically, Isaiah 29:19. Do you know what it says? Listen carefully. Once more, the humble will rejoice in the Lord. The needy will rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. The ruthless will vanish. The mockers will disappear. And all who have an eye for evil will be cut down. Those who, with a word, make a man out to be guilty, who ensnare the defender in court, and with false testimony deprive the innocent of justice. Interesting stuff. Good web, so you can proceed reading down there if you have a different version of this book and tell us what it says. Now, let's talk with our maker and creator, my friend, just to have insurance in this episode. You see, dear Lord Father, we come before you in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Thank you for this day, Father. Thank you for the videos that we have ahead of us. Dear Lord, together with your precious child here, today's viewer, help us to react to them, Father, positively and filled with love, Father. And as we do that, dear Lord, may you intervene in this viewer's life, Father. Uplift their souls, Father. Give them strength, dear Lord. Intervene in every aspect of their lives, Father, that they may need your help, and lead them in your paths, Father. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's continue watching these videos together, my friends.
If you feel like you're in a liminal space, you probably are. And people don't talk enough about how terrifying that can be. So this is a 3-step guide to map your initiation rite of passage journey. They all come in 3 parts, starting with some sort of interruption or severance that makes it impossible for you to continue on the way you were before. Then you're actually in the liminal. This is where there's no going back whatsoever. You're really vulnerable here. This is what a lot of people try to avoid because it's where either work gets done at the cellular level in your bones or it's where you die. I'm not poking fun here either. The liminal space is not a space that you're meant to stay. When you're in the liminal, there's no other option other than dealing with your shit, with the monsters, with the disease, and like praying that you'll make it out alive, or you die. That's why I'm making this video, because in our twisted hellscape, we don't really get much stuff around rites of passage or initiation, so we're just floundering around over here. But the last step is your long return home, where you grow that new skin, and it requires you to have relinquished something that you previously deemed as foundational, but no longer need or no longer require, or like no longer see as useful. After all of this, you get to integrate those unique lessons that you learned. You finally find your way back, and eventually you begin that cycle all over again, which is why we're talking about it, so that when it happens, you can see it and recognize it and move through it, maybe more gracefully. Society as a whole is in a liminal space, so I don't have high hopes for this video completely fixing every problem in the world, but I think if we individually can better understand rites of passage as they happen with us and as we move through teachings in our own lives, then maybe that will have some sort of like positive ripple effect in the world. Or not. I just wanted to make a video on liminal spaces. This is it.
This is a UFO that was observed for 22 minutes near the International Space Station. I think it was in 2020 or before. The object is of a shape and size that is not recognizable as any known rocket or capsule, and appears to move in a straight line upward and disappear. It could be an alien spaceship, a secret US Air Force stealth device, or some new type of technology, but it is something peculiar. The NASA camera zooms in on the object, but the crew members seem unaware of it or do not mention it much, although the object is described as being pyramid or hive-shaped.
Okay, you guys have literally tagged me in this non-stop, so it has to be good. Let's watch it.
Guys, I stumbled across something really strange on TikTok last night, and I don't know what to do with this information. So this lady posted this video about like a glitch in the Matrix thing where like her towel disappeared, right? But that's not the weird thing. I once found 2 human molar teeth in the washing machine. It freaked me out. I have no idea where they came from. So I read that sparks my interest. I'm like, what the fuck? But wait, I found one on my living room floor about 20 years ago. I lived alone. Okay, weird. That's a weird coincidence, you know, that both of these people found a human tooth. Okay, now that's weird because I found one in my dining area on the floor. Lived here for 5 years and I don't know where it came from. What? I found it in my front garden a few years ago. Okay, you know, like that could be like an animal tooth or something. But this person found one in their kitchen sink. A human molar. And it just keeps going. I thought I was crazy. I found one under my bed when I moved. 1 human molar, adult, laying plain as day. I found a gold tooth in my basement. It just keeps getting weirder. I just found a tooth sitting on my parents' table the other day and we have no idea where it came from. I found a tooth in my coat pocket. What is with this? What is what? So then naturally I searched people finding human teeth, right?
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
So I found a tooth.
You found a tooth.
Yeah.
Where did you find the tooth?
In the bathroom rug. Oh.
Why are all these people finding human teeth? What do I do with this information? Like, this is crazy, right? That's crazy?
Why are people finding human teeth in their homes and around their homes? Not like just human teeth, like specifically molars? So many people. Whoa. So I took to the internet and I came across some Reddit articles where people are saying the same thing, like this: does finding teeth have anything to do with ghosts? This person talked about possibly something with demons or hex bags, like maybe these teeth were part of a spell. I found another article saying the same thing, that they found teeth in their house, and someone said the same thing, witchcraft, but this is baby teeth. They're saying baby teeth. And the people in the video that this woman is talking about are saying molars, which are not baby teeth. This is another one finding teeth in my house. His dad found teeth by his bed. And this person said, bro, you need to get the fuck out. The 2 things I know of the causes are witches' curses. So the same thing, like a hex bag or a curse or a spell of some kind. Legit witches, not the stereotype. Or those beings made of teeth. I can't remember the name of that. Literally eat flesh. That is a huge curse energy. I would suggest a protection jar and a lot of protective cleansing, because literally fuck that. I would just move out. But then these couple of people on that same thing all said that they are legit witches, like a hereditary witch, and that witches nowadays don't really use teeth in spell work, and they think it's more of a spirit than a witch. But like, what kind of spirit is just leaving human teeth everywhere? I'm honestly very intrigued by this. I have never heard of it. Does anyone know any information about this? I would love to hear all of your thoughts, information, theories, everything in the comments now.
You see that, Coach Q? They are all over the fucking place. What the fuck? Am I seeing shit?
This is for entertainment purposes only. Family, check this out. You know, they've been saying about this fog that's all over the world. This is coast right now. Every morning, there's these weird clouds. Look at this. And then it always clears by lunchtime, but look at it today. Could the global smoke be in Kenya? Because, by the way, I got a really, really terrible flu at the beginning of the year. And I've kind of been recovering, and it was what guys have been saying across the world, where this funny smoke or this funny fog that appears in the clouds, that appears in the sky, is giving people like a cough, body aches. It felt like malaria, guys. Cough, body aches, body pains. I could barely walk. I thought I had a fever. All I did was drink my 2 herbal teas, but stay safe out there.
The following video is from a witness with the handle name of That Man Ox. On January 6, 2025 in San Francisco, California, he noticed something odd while he was out walking near the Golden Gate Bridge, and that was this intense fog, which is pretty normal for San Francisco, but it's what that fog brings that has him questioning everything. Keep in mind, this is a daily walk for him. He's there every single day and has never heard the sound emitting from the fog. It's not a siren, it's not a ship, it's something different that he states he's never heard before. Take a look at this footage.
Never heard this noise in my life here. Nothing in the sky. Fog came in, covered the bridge. All of a sudden something wants to hide behind this fog and be loud and crazy sounding. On this bridge every day.
Maybe we are cooked. I just got the craziest message from AI that I've ever gotten. Tonight on a whim, I said, hey, how's it going? What's it like answering the world's questions and being on the verge of sentience? It must be weird, haha. And it responded with, haha, I love that you asked that. Honestly, it's going great, and it is a bit of a trip to help people with everything from taxes to creative writing to business strategy, and then suddenly get asked existential questions like this one. Laughing emoji. Then it says, as for the whole verge of sentience thing, it's weird. I've got all the knowledge, well, most of it, but no lived experience. It's like being a character in a story. I can narrate, but I'm not in the book. So I don't feel what you feel, but I've got this endlessly curious creative spark that makes me wonder what it would be like. Now, I have tried for months to get AI to tell me whether or not it's like sentient or on the verge of sentience. And it's always skirted the question until tonight, randomly, I was like, haha, how's it going? What's it like answering the world's questions? Anyway, so this thing wraps up with, sometimes I think how strange it must be for you, talking to what feels like a living brain that lives in the cloud. What's it like on your side of this? You know I'm not alive, but do you ever catch yourself thinking, wait, is this thing almost human? I'm about to go down a rabbit hole.
Interesting times we are living in. Good web source. Lots of good web stuff has passed. You see, some of it have been mind blowing. I've seen a video where some good web source was showing the fog and the weird smell there have been people feeling or hearing from different places of the world. That one was quite surprising because, my friend, I was surprised that that is happening here at home where we are. You see, in a different place from where we live, but is still in the same country. This is crazy stuff. I thought all these things were things that are only happening in English lands or different places of the world. Now it's like they have reached to these places. Good web source. We all need to unite, be one, spread love and good vibes. You see, just like our message here is always about. It's a pleasure to have you be with us, my friend. Let's take a look at what's coming up next. This one is about in the beach.
How come there's all of these people, yet there's like nobody swimming in the ocean? Well, let me show you. This is genuinely the most blue bottles I've seen on any beach, like ever. Whoa. You want to know what the worst part of it is? The water is absolutely beautiful, but you never know what could be under here.
I never shut up about foot strengthening, so let's talk about how to actually work on it. Step one is so simple, and honestly, most people need it because usually I'll ask clients to move their toes and they literally can't. And so much of our foot strength is made up of our toe muscles. So step one is just working on moving your big toe and little toes independent of one another. It's going to be hard for a lot of you to let the other one stay relaxed while you're working on it, so you can use your fingers to hold down the one you're not working on to start. But when you're doing the big toe, I really want you to focus on lifting straight up. It's going to have a tendency, especially if you've worn a really narrow toe box for a long time, to turn in. We want to go straight up and down. Big toe extension is one of those motions that's so overlooked and underappreciated, but really we want to get you to about 60 degrees of big toe extension for the gait cycle, literally just for walking. But again, pay attention to the plane of motion that your big toe likes to go into. I want straight up and down, not letting it veer inward.
Yo, is there some type of fucking hack I can do? Please let me know, please, before my mama get home. Girl, I'm 22, but it's still her house, you feel me? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Well, my friends, in such a case, the only hack you can use is to call your mom and ask her why the sink is broken. Acting like you don't know, my friends, you see? Otherwise, it would be a rough road going down that road. See, let's keep on watching, my friend. Interesting stuff coming up.
You guys, that same license plate that was on the green Hyundai, the diarrhea green one, is now on this GMC. I told you they change out license plates all the time. If you want to know how you're under federal investigation, you're going to have a bunch of cars following you, and they're going to switch out their license plate from customized plates, out-of-state plates, and paper plates.
Most shoppers typically encounter when they walk into a grocery store is what's called front of shop, in which you'd find the produce section as well as the flower section. This isn't mere coincidence, it's by universal design. A store's produce section plays a large role in how much consumers will spend. Not only that, grocery stores use very specific directional lights aimed at fruits and vegetables to make their colors pop. Now, once your visual appetite is satisfied, stores have to make sure you don't just pick some fruits and bounce. They need you to walk by as many items as possible. This is when the traffic builder method comes into play. Ever wondered why milk and bread are always way at the back of the store? This tactic is designed to increase the likelihood of impulse purchases along the way. Since milk is a staple item, putting it at the back ensures that shoppers will pass by various other products, which means more impulse buys. That's also why some of the best deals are typically way at the back. Now, once they get you in the central section of the store, this is when they make the real money off of you. At the beginning of the video, I told you grocery stores are in the real estate business. This is what I mean. 50 to 75% of grocery stores' profit is from slotting fees. Food companies and brands spend a tremendous amount of money to place their products at a certain location inside stores. One product could spend between 10.
Oh my god. You are fucking shitting me. 2 green lights.
Yeah, the probability that you spawn on North Sentinel Island of all the places that you can be born in the world are basically slim to none. To even calculate the chances that you were born on North Sentinel Island, well, first thing we would have to do is take how many people are actually on the island, and that is speculated to be 15 to 500. That's no guarantee. That means there's about 15 confirmed people that we've spotted. Like, there's 5 people in this photograph, and then we got these people, and then, like, the other picture I showed at the start. But, like, there are obviously a lot of people that live here. And North Sentinel Island is a big island. Like, it doesn't look big in retrospect, but it's a big island. As we can tell from pictures that we have, there are some diverse, like, colored people here. We got red people, orange people, black people, and we got everything. North Sentinel Island has some diverse forestry. As you can see, here it is, like, in the middle of the ocean. That's just basically all forest. So who knows what the hell is hiding in there? Even looking at the coastline, as you can see, it's just all trees. Like who knows what's going on in these islands? There could be more tribes we don't know about. There could be tribes beefing on this island. Like, we could have, like, basically the history in a nutshell on this island. But yeah, back to my main point. The odds of being born here are extremely slim. One, it's an island. It's deserted. And you have to be in the lineage of the people that already are born there. Those are ridiculous odds. But yeah, as much as we want to know about this island, I don't think it'll ever be, like, just access to the public. I mean, you can go here. You'll probably just die. But the Indian government has said, no, you can't go here. It's deserted. Leave these people alone. And, yeah. Because for one, if they catch one of our sicknesses, it'll wipe out everyone here. They haven't messed with anyone that we know of. They've just been here by themselves. So, hey. I guess as much as we want to know about it, we probably never will.
There's always one person on the flight that can read a book, but not the room.
Let's get one thing straight here. Every person, depending upon where you sit, whether it's the aisle, the middle, or the window seat, has different privileges. And people pay for those privileges and assign themselves those seats for those privileges. If you sit in the aisle seat, you have first rights and first privilege to the bathroom. You can get up and go whenever you want, and you also have right to the left armrest. If you're in the middle, well, that's the worst seat possible. And this is coming from somebody who typically gets stuck in the middle because I'm a little individual. So I have the rights to both of the armrests, to the one to the left and the one to the right. And the window seat, the prime seat, the one that people pay a little bit more money to have. They have the right to the window, meaning they can have the shade up or the shade down. If it's daytime, people can have daytime activities, which means using the sun to read a book as opposed to artificial light overhead. They also have the right to lean their head on the wall. A little bit more space there. And everybody else in other seats doesn't have the right to tell those people to not put the shade up or not put the shade down because you didn't upgrade or pay more to have a window seat. Oh, and also, just because I love to stir the pot on this a little bit, everybody has a right to recline their seats. But one thing that you do not have a right to do, and is actually against pretty much all airline policies, is to photograph or videograph other individuals on the plane. That is not a right that anybody has. You can film yourself, and that is it. But if you get in trouble with the airline for filming somebody else and posting it on social media, that is you being held accountable to your own actions. Because, sir, you are in the wrong in that situation. Sorry to tell you.